What do you feel are some of the most important foundations wrestlers should have to, or at least develop to ensure perfect top control?
Oh, I think it's just the mindset of pressure, putting pressure on somebody constantly on top. You can't release pressure ever and think that things are, they're going to be comfortable. Somebody carrying your weight is a lot to handle. And if you can maintain that for 2 to 3 minutes, not too many people are willing to go there. And, it's hard to do, but at the same time, it's, like I said, just learning to ride uncomfortably, learning to be violent on top, learning to be physical, and maintaining that for 2 minutes. That focus is hard to do, to want to be that intense and focused and violent and heavy and pressure and all those things for that long. It's uncomfortable. So learning that and understanding it's to be the great on top, you either do it or you don't. And if you don't, you're not going to be good on top. It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. On a technical level, if there's any specific moves or transitions that you used successfully, what aspect of your top control game do you feel that you developed later in your career, like once you were already at the elite level, outside of your foundations?
Probably that pressure. I mean, putting pressure on guys' hands, moving them on the bottom. I used to just be able to throw legs in and kind of just get away with horsing guys down, being stronger. Getting away with not putting pressure, just doing it the easy way. Everything goes perfect. Here you go. You go to your belly. I'm better than you. I'm going to hold you down and it's over. So I think just developing pressure, getting to the wrist, getting to bars, evolving my game outside of the legs. I mean, it's kind of like everybody knew I was this great leg rider, but if they shut it down, who was I? And that's what I think bars really changed that I could wrestle outside of legs, and I wasn't trying to be, one trick pony like most guys are.
That's excellent. On the subject of bars, what do you think are some of what would you say is one big important rule that everyone should know about using bars properly?
I think grabbing the fat part of the hand and not grabbing the wrist to pull the arm out. I think once you grab the fat part of the hand, anywhere from here, it makes them weak. And I think it doesn't seem that way because you're just grabbing somebody's hand. You think it's really going to pull it out that easy, but it does. It makes the elbows weak, and then you can get pressure and you can pull it out a lot easier instead of trying to rip it out.
Interesting. So it's kind of like the snake of the head theory, the head of the snake theory, where if you're controlling the hand, the rest of the arm has to follow the head. So
yes,
that's
exactly.
That's really great, man. Is that something you developed specifically later in your career, or is that something?
I think John. I learned it from John watching him. I think we just think everything's supposed to be hard and grind, just tough, and we think in this sport everything's supposed to be hard. It almost came too easy. I was like, this doesn't seem right. Like it was almost like the guy wasn't trying or something.
Yeah.
And John's like, that's what skill is and that's what technique is. Sometimes it's too easy. And I think that mindset, just having to flip that mindset of, wow, skill can really change the game.